How's it going, everyone? CryTech here, and today I'll be doing a life story about the first time I ever smoked weed. Before this video starts, don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new, make sure you subscribe. It helps out a lot and lets me know that you want more. Okay, now let's get right into the story. It was back in junior high, about when everyone first experiments or wants to get high. And I'm not saying everyone gets high for the first time in junior high. Some wait until high school, and some may not ever try it at all. But in my case, it was in junior high. Anyways, about 1 month into school, my friend Kai asked me if I wanted to come over during the weekend, because he had something important he wanted to tell me. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come over. Now, this wasn't the first time I went over to his house. We used to hang out all the time, so I thought he was going to tell me he was switching schools or moving or something like that. So I didn't really know what he wanted to tell me exactly. But anyways, I went over to his house, and after a while we started riding bikes, and we were jumping off this, 8-foot bank, and he hasn't really said anything about what was so important, so I thought it was something like him moving or transferring schools. Then, out of nowhere, he just asked if I ever smoked before, and I said no, and you shouldn't either because cigarettes will kill you, and blah blah blah. And he said no, not cigarettes, weed, and once again I said no, and he said, well, if you want, we can try it. And at first I said no, and he's like, come on, research proves that it can help with a lot of stuff like depression and glaucoma and stuff. It's just not legal here yet, so I said, okay, whatever, but I'm only taking one puff and that's it. So the next day we went into town, and the weird thing is, the guy that Kai had take us was my neighbor, and he did recognize me and knew what we were up to, but the whole time I didn't know that he knew, so for the 25-minute drive, I was just trying to play it off like I don't know what we're doing or anything. Then when we get to the destination, Kai jumps out the car and runs up to some guys standing on the back road, and my neighbor whips the car down some alleyway and sits there and waits for him to get back. And while we're waiting there, he says, you don't have to worry about anything. I'm not going to tell on you. And I felt so relieved because I knew he recognized me, and I thought he would tell my parents, and I would get in trouble. Anyways, we went back to my neighbor's house to do this instead of Kai's house because he lived with his grandpa, so he was always outside because they lived on a farm. And I started getting worried because I thought my mom or stepdad would drive by and I'd get in trouble. But we went into this little shed, and he rolled a blunt, and when I did my first hit, I coughed so bad. I was like, okay, I did it, I'm done. Then Kai and my neighbor said, no way, dude. Barely any smoke came out. So as I took the next one, they said, breathe in really deep. And when I did, I just remember coughing and this huge cloud of smoke coming out. My nose was burning and my eyes were tearing up really bad. So after like a minute or so, my eyes started feeling super heavy, and I had a need to laugh at every little thing. So we all decided to play football after they were all done smoking the rest of the blunt. And at this point, I was spacing out. Like, I didn't really know what was going on or anything. But it was that bad at one point. They recorded it so they could show me after my high was gone. And I just remember in the video, I was standing there holding the football and not doing anything but laughing at the ground. And that was it. There was nothing said, nothing going on. I was just looking at the ground laughing. But anyways, before I got that spaced out, I remember them saying, let's test your reactions. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. You don't have anything on me and my speedy lightning powers. And, well, I was wrong. Kai threw the ball, and he was about 20 yards away, and the ball hit me dead smack in the face. The bad thing is, my reaction was that bad, I didn't even get to raise my hands to even attempt to catch the ball. Anyways, that is going to be all for this video. If you did enjoy this video or want more life stories, make sure you leave a like. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe. Peace out.